Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be joining us from. Welcome to the 2018 World Cancer Day campaign launch. We're really happy you can join us as we take a look at some of the new materials for 2018. We're going to give you a brief demonstration of the new functionalities of the website. And we're also very excited to be unveiling the social media activity for 2018. But before we dive in, let's do some introductions. I have a man next to me that many of you may already know, CEO of the Union for International Cancer Control, Dr. Kerry Adams.
Hello, everyone.
Might also ask the rest of the team here to introduce themselves to you all as well.
Hi, I'm Muriel and I'm responsible for membership development and engagement.
Hi, I'm Patricia and I'm looking after the prison media activities within World Cancer Day.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie and I'm leading on the social media activity for World Cancer Day.
Hi, everyone. I'm Charles and I'm responsible for the World Cancer Day website.
And I'm Twee, I'm the campaign manager for World Cancer Day. So what we wanted to do today was not only give you a new look at some of the materials for 2018 and the new initiatives taking place for the next World Cancer Day, but we also wanted to give you some tips, some inspiration, and some guidance along the way, as well as give you the opportunity to answer any questions you might have. So if you do have questions, feel free to add them to the comment section and we'll get around to answering them at the end of our presentations. And don't forget to include your name, which organization you're representing if that's relevant, and of course we're always curious to know which country you're from as well. So for those that are new to World Cancer Day, I thought it would be a good opportunity to give a quick introduction to what World Cancer Day is all about. The Union for International Cancer Control here in Geneva is a member-based organization, and we work with our members from the international cancer community to help us achieve our mission of reducing the global cancer burden. And one of the ways that we do this is through coordinating and organizing World Cancer Day. And this day happens every year on the 4th of February. And it really is the singular initiative under which everyone can get together to raise the profile of cancer in a really positive and inspiring way. So when we say everyone, we mean everyone. We want all of our supporters to be at the heart of World Cancer Day. So we hope that whatever we're presenting here to you today will be of value and interest to you to help make a greater impact on World Cancer Day. So if you're working for a cancer organization, a hospital, government, city, or if you're an individual supporter, parent, teacher, student, caregiver, or someone living with cancer, we hope you can join us this World Cancer Day. So let's take a look at what 2018 holds. 2018 represents the final year of the We Can, I Can campaign. And this theme that's been woven throughout the 2016 and 2017 campaign, as well as now in the 2018 campaign, explores the great actions that we can all take as a collective or as individuals in reducing the impact of cancer. So let's start off by taking a look at some of the new materials for 2018. The 2018 campaign, as always, we produced a whole suite of materials for our supporters to help spread the message. And you can freely download these materials from our website. So you can see on screen from the URL link, worldcancerday.org/materials. And just to let you know, we'll have all of these links that we'll be referring to in our presentations. We'll add them to the comments section after this presentation so you can explore the links on your own. So we're very excited to be unveiling and showing you a first glimpse at the 2018 campaign poster. And the campaign poster is available in over 40 different languages. So we have the campaign poster available in Italian, in Indonesian, in Czech, and so much more. But I thought now I'll ask Charles to show us how we can filter the materials by language on the website.
Sure, Twee, I'd be happy to. The URL was worldcancerday.org/materials, and just under the materials title here, you have a drop-down menu with many languages. As you can see, if you don't see your language, we'd be happy to get, if you're willing to do the translation, we'd be happy to add your language to the mix. So it's very easy to find, and the drop down, and you'll see you can select one of the languages and hit go, and you should see the material in that language that are available appear underneath.
Thanks very much for that, Charles. And as Charles mentioned, if you don't see your the campaign poster in your language, do get in touch. I don't believe we have Danish or Fijian or even Welsh, so definitely if you can support us in translating the materials, feel free to email us at info@worldcancerday.org. But in the next couple of weeks, we'll be adding more to that, so we'll be hopefully having the campaign posters in Arabic, in Hebrew, and in Persian as well. So we want to make World Cancer Day as accessible and inclusive as possible. And one of the ways we do this is making sure we have the materials in as many different languages as possible to reach the maximum number of people. And we could not do that without our amazing supporters who have helped translate the materials for us for 2018. There's too many to name individually here, but I do want to shout out to Cancer Councils of Mongolia, of Malaysia, of FEMIMA, and INCAN in Brazil, as well as the cancer organizations in Japan who helped us translate the campaign materials. So that's the campaign materials. Next up are our toolkits, and we've developed our standard campaign and corporate toolkits for our individual supporters as well as our cancer organization and business supporters. But this year we've developed a new toolkit just for cities. So if you are a city and you want to showcase how you're leading the fight against cancer, this is one of the ways to do that is by marking World Cancer Day. And the toolkit includes a lot of ideas, examples of what other cities have done in the past to mark World Cancer Day. And if you are a cancer organization or an organization engaging a city in your World Cancer Day activities, feel free to share this toolkit, which is again available on the website, with your city. We haven't forgotten our younger supporters either. We've also developed our first schools and libraries toolkit, and this is developed especially for education professionals who want to incorporate the World Cancer Day into their classroom program as well as their library program, and it offers a lot of classroom ideas and information for a younger audience. This toolkit should be available in the next couple of weeks, but just on that, if you do want to know when the new initiatives are landing, like the school toolkits and what's happening with World Cancer Day, we definitely encourage you to subscribe to the e-newsletter on the homepage. So that's the toolkit. Next up, if you've just joined us for the World Cancer Day campaign launch, we have the team here with us. We have Muriel, Patricia, Carrie, myself, Twee, Natalie, and Charles. And just to let you know that the Facebook Live recording will be recorded and will be available afterwards for you to take a look at if you missed out on anything earlier on. So what we've been doing is going through some of the new materials for 2018 that you can share as a supporter of World Cancer Day. The one thing I'd like to highlight is our infographic. Our infographic, you may remember, was available this past World Cancer Day, but it was only available in English. Now we've translated that into additional languages. So just to let you know, all of our materials, if not all of them, are available in 4 languages: English, Spanish, French, and Brazilian Portuguese. So this infographic here is available in those 4 different languages. You'll see on the screen that we've produced a bit of a gifographic, which makes it a little bit more shareable. There's some animated visual elements there, which makes it really shareable on your blog, on your website, on social media, and of course in your classroom as well. So that is the infographic. The new addition to our library also includes our web banners, and we saw the past few World Cancer Days, you guys taking over your home pages and your blogs, like the Azerbaijan Ministry of Health, who took over their homepage by supporting World Cancer Day. So we wanted to make it easier for you this time around by producing ready-made banners in various dimensions, so you can certainly have them up online on your website or blog, but you don't have to limit it to that either. You can have the web banners on display screens, whether it's in your reception area, which the company L'Oreal did this past World Cancer Day, to welcome their visitors and show their support. So that is a really quick rundown of some of the highlights of the new campaign materials for 2018. There's a whole lot more that you can find on worldcancerday.org/materials, including fact sheets. You've got the logo and brand marks to explore and download as well. And Natalie later on will show you more about the social media graphics and the social media guide. So this past World Cancer Day, there were over 100,000 materials downloaded from your website, and we hope that you will continue again in 2018 to explore and download these materials. We've produced the materials with the intention of making them as easy as possible to use and integrate within your own activities. So we invite you to explore, download, personalize, and tailor them and share them as widely as possible between now and the 4th of February. So that's it from me in terms of World Cancer Day campaign materials. Next up, I'll ask Charles to take us through some of the new functionalities of the World Cancer Day website.
Thanks, Thuy. So the first thing to know is, as we mentioned before, but in case you forgot, the website is accessible at worldcancerday.org, as you can see on the screen. If you can't remember that, or if you prefer, you can also type in World Cancer Day on Google, and it should come up in the top results from your search. Once you reach our website, which if you're watching right now and want to take a peek, I invite you to go there right now. You will find this beautiful homepage. I encourage you to bookmark this page for future reference, and so you don't have to remember the address every time. So the website was developed to be dynamic and user-friendly. We have kept things as clear and simple as possible to make it easy to navigate. So we have different sections. We have the About sections where you can find a bit more information about the background of the day. We have the Get Involved section where, as Thuy was explaining earlier, we've tried to target a bit more if you're a city or if you're a government. We've got some pages that explain some of the ways that you can get involved in World Cancer Day. Of course, we still have information for individual supporters. Next up, we have one of the highlights of the website. It's the map of impact. So I'm just going to show that to you. So the map of impact, as the name suggests, is a map, and it's a place where everyone can show what they're doing for World Cancer Day. So everyone is encouraged to share their plans, their activities for World Cancer Day here. And you don't have to be a cancer organization or a company. You can be an individual and post what you're doing on social media, or if you're having a get-together at the office to mark the day, we want you to share that activity with us here. How to do it is simple. There's a button in the upper right which says Add Your Activity, and when you press that, you will have a simple form where you can just enter some information, the title, a bit more in the body, a description in the body, and you can put the dates and the details. One of the things we've improved over the last World Cancer Day is that we've made it easier for you to submit an activity. So one of the things you'll get once your activity has been published is you'll get an email that will have many of the information about the activity, and you'll be able to click on a link and be able to edit the activity if you've forgotten to add a detail or if you've made a mistake. So that's one of the improvements that we've made. Another key highlight of the website, which we introduced last year, is the Create Your Own Custom Poster tool. So the Create Your Own Custom Poster tool allows you to create a custom poster And one of the things we improved was we added additional languages. We had over 1,000, I think, created posters last year with this new tool, but a lot of you were asking to have it in your own language. So we've made it available in 4 languages: English, French, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese. Sorry. And to just give you a demo here, so I choose French. I have these 3 different formats that we've introduced. So the first one is the official poster, and on this one you'll be able to customize the key message at the top under the We Can, I Can, and you'll be able to also add your logo at the bottom if you're a company or organization. The most customizable poster is the second one, the photo poster. So you can change the background photo image. You can change if you want it to be a I can or we can message, and you can change the key message. And you can also add your logo, as well as a description of your event if you want, or any other information about why you're supporting World Cancer Day. And then finally, we realized that a lot of you want to post these on social media. So we've created a format that's perfect for social media. It's similar to the photo poster, where you'll be able to add your own photo and choose your key message, and add a logo if you're an organization or a company again. So just to give you an example of one that I created, if I can find the right tab. So here's a nice picture of my wife, and we've created very easily this social media image that can be directly shared on social media. So that's one of the improvements we've made, is that for the social media image, you can directly share on Facebook or on Twitter with these 2 pink buttons below. And if you want to post it on another social media platform of your choice, you can also save it as a JPEG or a PDF. If you want to print for the photo poster, for instance, you can print it and have it hanging up in your office if you want. So all you need to do is select the main image, select the key message, and if you want, this is optional, you can add a logo as well, and then you hit the preview button. So it's very easy to create, and we're really looking forward to seeing them pop up on social media. Just before I hand it over to tell you more about social media, I'm gonna just point out that we have the sign up to newsletter on the homepage. So this is the best way to keep informed about the latest things about World Cancer Day. So be sure to sign up here in case you're interested. And now, as I said, I'd like to pass it over to Natalie, our social media guru, to tell you a bit more about how to get engaged on World Cancer Day on social media.
Thanks, Charles. So it's my turn to show you how you can get involved on social media to support World Cancer Day. And the first thing that you should know, and probably the most important one, is that we have 2 official hashtags for the campaign. So we have hashtag World Cancer Day and hashtag WeCanICan, referring to the campaign's theme. So when you tweet or when you post on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, I invite you to add those 2 hashtags in your text so that you can add your voice to the global movement and help raise awareness of the campaign's messages. And of course, World Cancer Day is a multilingual campaign, so you are more than welcome to use the hashtag in your own language. So for example, for me it will be French, so hashtag Journée Mondiale contre le Cancer, and maybe Pat, you can say it in Spanish.
Sure, hashtag Día Mundial contra el Cáncer.
Thank you. So another way, and very quick and easy way for you to show your support of World Cancer Day on social media, is by signing up to our Thunderclap campaign.
So what is the Thunderclap campaign?
That's a question I get a lot. So what is Thunderclap? Thunderclap is an online platform that allows organizations like us to give more visibility to a cause by simultaneously posting the same message at the same time and date to the social media accounts of those supporting the campaign. So to give you an example, here on the screen you can see last year's Thunderclap campaign. On the left side, you can see the message that we wanted to amplify on 4th of February 2017. You can see that we got over thousands of supporters for this Thunderclap, and we actually targeted 250 supporters. So we were very happy with this result, which means that we reached close to 8 million people on social media, which is huge in helping us raising the World Cancer Day key messages. And so how do you actually join the 2018 Thunderclap campaign? On the bottom where you see complete, you see currently complete, you will see support with Twitter, support with Facebook, or support with Tumblr. So you choose the platform you want to use to allow Thunderclap to post the message automatically on your account. So where you can see time left complete, you will see the time and the date that we want to post this message. It will be on 4th of February 2018 at 8 a.m. UTC. So by agreeing to that, you allow Thunderclap to automatically post this message on your account. But don't be worried, because Thunderclap will post only this one and only message on your behalf. Besides, when you click on support with Twitter, you can edit the message and align it with your tone of voice, for example.
Yeah, and currently the message is actually in English, but if you want to, you can always translate that message into your own language to suit your audience as well.
Exactly. So we're hoping for World Cancer Day 2018 to have over thousands of supporters again to help us raise awareness of the day of cancer control and to help us spread the word across social media. So I invite you to sign up for the World Cancer Day newsletter to make sure that you're kept informed of when the Thunderclap campaign will be live. Then, if you want to be even more involved on social media for World Cancer Day, I invite you to visit our website section for materials, where you will find a whole set of very useful resources for you to support the day on social media. The first thing is the social media guide. It will provide you with tips on how you can use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to leverage your own World Cancer Day activity and event. It will also give you some ready-made messages to help you to create your publication on your social accounts and give you some inspirations for the day. Then you will also find on this section a wide range of visual resources to customize your social accounts. Here you can see that we have developed Facebook banners. We also have them for Twitter, for YouTube, and for LinkedIn. So we invite you to customize your account, with the World Cancer Day colors. And we also encourage you to use the World Cancer Day logo on the day itself to show your support, and you can use it as your profile picture. Besides that, new this year, we have developed some animated GIFs, and we also have a series of visuals to accompany and illustrate your publications so that they look more visual and that they are more likely to be shared across social media. So please have a look at the materials section and use them. And then when you navigate the website, one last thing very interesting is that we have ready-to-tweet tweets across the website. For example, on the homepage or on the Get Involved page, you will see some ready-to-tweet messages. You can choose your language, English, Spanish, French, and then it's ready to tweet. No need for inspiration, you just have to push the button. And last but not least, it's time to reveal our new social media activity for 2018. So as you know, we always have a dedicated activity to really spread the message across social media and get more and more people involved in the day. So for this coming day on 4th of February, we invite you to join the Science for Change campaign. So how do you join? First, you use one of the design signs from one of the 19 key campaign messages, that you can download from our website on workandtoday.org. Then you take a picture of you holding the signs. You can get many people involved. You can get your friends, your family, your coworkers involved and take a picture of you holding the signs. When you did this, you can share the picture on your social account, and don't forget to use the 2 official hashtags WorkandToday and WeCanICare. Once you share the picture on your social account on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, then I invite you to go on workandtoday.org and check your picture, which will be featured on our wall of support on the homepage. So we're really looking forward to see all the signs for change popping up across social media. And we're hoping that you will enjoy joining the campaign, and you can be as creative as you like. You can either use one of our design signs, or you can create your own, use your own message, use supportive message for Work and Today. And
if I may, I'll just quickly show, in case people didn't see it, the wall of support is on the homepage. It's just below the social media feeds right here. So these are images for World Cancer Day 2017, but this is where your image will pop up for the Signs for Change.
Thanks, Charles. And to end with, I invite you to follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, connect and get engaged with us. Thank you. So now I give the floor to Patricia, who will give you some inputs on how to engage with more traditional media.
Thanks, Nat. Yes, indeed, World Cancer Day has revealed as a great opportunity for organizations to show how they engaged in the fight against cancer and to have their names, the message, and their important milestones and special work featured on local media. And for this, I would say that there are 2 aspects that are crucial. One is strategy, and then is the story, to find the good story to sell to those media. So when it comes to strategy, the first thing you need to do, is to be clear on which media you are targeting, which media you want to have on board, and to have your organization's names, message, and work published on. For this, the geographical factor, meaning proximity, is something that you need to take into account, in that, of course, local media outlets will be more naturally interested in publishing everything which is related to local community, to a local life. Also, and it's something that's already been evoked here, with World Cancer Day falling on a Sunday in 2018, you might kind of, by default, start targeting Sunday outlets. So publications that you already know that will be going out on Sunday, the 4th of February of 2018. So once you are clear on which media you want to have on board, you can start reaching them out. So either through emails or through phone calls, you can introduce World Cancer Day, introduce your organization, and start creating some buzz and let them know how you will be active and marking that particular day, marking World Cancer Day. Another thing that you can do is to propose them to have one-on-one interviews with key speakers in your organizations. And if you happen to know any local celebrities that could act as ambassadors for your cause, that's something that works really well also in terms of media coverage. For instance, last year, there was this organization, La Liga Dominicana contra el Cáncer, that used this very famous local athlete, Lugarin Santos, acting as an ambassador and spreading their message. And results were quite satisfying, very much satisfying in terms of media coverage for them. So our advice would be for you to start putting together and shaping your media strategy and starting reaching out the media outlets as soon as possible and quite in the lead up of World Cancer Day.
So concretely, in terms of reaching out to media, when would you recommend to start reaching out?
That's a very good question too, because I guess that we don't want to miss the opportunity. I think that the objective here is double objective. We've got 2 objectives here. First would be to ensure that we win kind of slots in the media agenda, so that we are taking into account when those outlets, the outlets that we have previously targeted, schedule and prepare all the publications that they will be publishing or releasing that particular day. So one is to make sure and to ensure that we've got that slot, but also to be sure that we give to those media enough time for them to prepare everything and all the materials they may need, like for instance the one-on-one interviews we were speaking about before. So concretely to your question, I would say that 1 month in the lead up of World Cancer Day, so early January, would be fair enough time to start reaching out those media and to be safe. So now you're clear in your strategy, you've got it, let's go for the story. We always encourage organizations to take advantage of World Cancer Day to announce and to publish any important milestone, new initiatives you have been working on and that you will be launching in the coming days. Again, for instance, in 2017, there was this organization in Tanzania, Pink Ribbon, Red Ribbon, that, for instance, took advantage of World Cancer Day to announce the winners of a design competition that was exploring new ways of building home away from home communities for cancer patients. So that's just one example to show how organizations around the world take advantage of World Cancer Day to gain visibility, to give visibility to their own work, and also to mark the day. Also, something that works really well when putting together your story and when shaping your story is to use local statistics, local data. And if you could give to your story a human touch, a human face, that's something that's very appreciated as well amongst media and amongst audiences in general. And again, because of the fact that World Cancer Day will be falling on a Sunday next year, you may want to make sure that all the media have all the materials and everything they need to just kind of press a button on Sunday, because some of them no, maybe physically working on Sunday. So a lot of media just need to press the button and to schedule publications. So if you are, for example, looking at sending out a press release, would be fantastic actually. Please make sure that you send it quite in advance, but also that you set up an embargo time that allows media to prepare everything, but also that they don't reveal anything you don't want to be revealed until that particular day, until the 4th of February 2018. If you would like to have some more guidance about how to draft a press release or to see what a press release looks like or the kind of content you need to include on that, or the media are expected to find on your press release, just for you to know that as usual in worldcancerday.org you will find a global press release available in 4 different languages, so English, Spanish, French and Brazilian Portuguese, that you can use and adapt as per your needs, and that you can also use as an inspiration for yourself to put together your own press release.
And just to let you know that if you are organising a press release, you can simply send that to us at info@worldcancerday.org. We'll make sure to publish that on the 4th of February, so to give you a little bit more visibility on your own news story.
Yeah, and actually, you can already find a lot of press releases that a lot of organizations last years got to us, and you can also use them as a sort of inspiration. They are already available in worldcancerday.org. And to sum up, my last advice would be, like, if you have the resources and the capacity to monitor everything you've been doing and all the media coverage and interest that you have managed to raise, that would be very, very good idea for you to have in your records and to learn what to do or what not to do in the coming years for your records, and to improve your own media strategies and stories in the coming campaigns. So I guess that now it's my turn to give the floor to Maria, so she can speak a little bit more about how members can engage within World Cancer Day.
Thank you very much, Patricia, for this great overview from the media side. So I'd like to say a few words from the membership perspective. At the Union for International Cancer Control, members are at the core of all our programs, including World Cancer Day. We now have a growing community of over 1,050 organizations in 164 countries, and our members have actually been the ones driving the success of World Cancer Day. So none of this would have been possible without our members' commitment, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your engagement. And yes, every year you've worked collaboratively with our team here to develop the campaign and make sure that it reaches its global impact. So thank you very much. I would also like to share a couple of success stories that highlight the work of our members. For example, in Indonesia, 3 of our key members, the KPKN, the National Cancer Control Committee, the Indonesian Breast Cancer Foundation, and the Indonesian Cancer Foundation, joined forces to organize 3 full days of awareness-raising programs in Jakarta. They mobilized the whole cancer community, the general public, and even the Minister of Health joined a dance, a Zumba dance actually, in a popular park in Jakarta. So, and activities included seminars, performances from survivors, from celebrities and artists, and they also provided free cancer screening services through a mobile mammography. So this is a great example of how they brought together the whole community to mark World Cancer Day.
And I think it's a really positive example of a collaboration that can happen during World Cancer Day. And the spirit we always encourage is to find opportunities to cross-collaborate, whether it's with other organizations, with your city, your governments, your ministries. Certainly a really good example.
Absolutely, Tui. And actually, this is exactly what we do at UICC. We encourage our members to come together and work together for our various programs. Another great example is Zambia, is the Cancer Diseases Hospital, a UICC member, who organized similar activities, but also organized training workshops for communities and local hospital staff outside of Lusaka. And this was part of a month-long awareness-raising program which was kicked off in health centers across the country. And all these activities were linked with the Minister of Health's launch of the National Cancer Control Strategic Plan. On this occasion, the minister also pledged greater government support and the goal to establish free, amongst others on that day, cancer screening clinics in the country. So as you can see, UICC members are working alongside their governments to bring about real impact. And I think this year alone, we've had over 30 ministries of health who participated on World Cancer Day. So we're very proud of this achievement. So if you would like to participate on World Cancer Day, I encourage you to reach out to your local UICC member in your city or your country. Consult the website to see the list of UICC members. And we can also provide one-to-one guidance for our UICC members to let you know how you can get involved. So thank you very much for your support. I'll now hand it over to Tu for additional information.
Well, thank you very much for that, Miro. You can get a whole lot more inspiration in our case studies that's included in our campaign toolkit. You'll see on the screen our new campaign toolkit, which features a few friendly faces there. So thank you to all of our Instagram supporters who allowed us to use their faces. And you will see their faces throughout the campaign between now and 4th of February. So thank you very much for that. So we do, as Muriel mentioned, we do encourage, if you are an individual supporter, to find out what's happening in your area and what your local cancer organization is organizing for World Cancer Day and support them in their efforts as well. So I think that's the end of our presentations here today, but that's not the end of the Facebook Live session. We do have our question and answer section, so we'll certainly head along to some of the questions that you have. So here we go. We've got some comments already, some really lovely comments from the Croatian League Against Cancer, who's really loving the new campaign for 2018, so thank you very much for that. A comment, Helena. Margot Stewart is also really glad that we're working on the World Cancer Day campaign as well. I think there's not a whole lot of questions here, a lot of positive comments, so thank you very much for all of your support so far. Let's continue that from now until the 4th of February. So Belgium, the European Cancer Patient Coalition in Belgium, says they're very excited to be a member of UICC and can't wait to be part of the World Cancer Day campaign. So thank you very much for that, ECPC. who else do we have? We have Radiation Oncology targeting cancer in Australia, and they are ready and excited for 2018. So great work to all of the team here, and of course to everybody, all of our supporters, to making sure that 2018 is another successful campaign. We have Sylvina from Link to Life Cancer Support Centre in Mauritius, who's tuning in from Mauritius. I wish we were there right now. We'll definitely use they say they will definitely use the materials and toolkits provided on their website. I think it's a really wonderful idea. And Jimena from NCD Alliance is tuning in from Spain, and she said all the campaign resources seem excellent. Congratulations again for the Facebook Live launch. Yes, it is our first Facebook Live event, so hopefully we're doing okay. The EORTC is going to be will be glad to support the World Cancer Day campaign. They've put the hashtag, Natalie, you'll be happy to hear the hashtag We Can, I Can. Thank you very much, EORTC. Africa Sea Foundation, the African Cancer Foundation, is also glad to join the launch as well. So really great to see and hear all of your comments. And Cancer Fitness would also be supporting this initiative. So no questions so far, I think, because we've covered a lot of ground today. So what I will do now is I'll hand it over to Kerry to give us some final thoughts and words as we organise and mobilise for World Cancer Day.
Thank you very much, Twing. It'd be lovely if we had a couple of questions, so keep an eye on that.
Absolutely.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you to Twing and the team here. This is the first time we've done this. It's been fascinating. I hope we've got thousands of people motivated now to join us in We Can, I Can next year. There's so much great material on the website. There's so many great ideas that have come from our organisations, members of ours, and individuals who aren't members of ours. Every February the 4th, I sit there in front of my computer watching what's going on around the world, and I'm stunned to see universities that have never been part of UICC arranging walks or runs or having a concert, or they're engaging with the Minister of Health on something. And every organisation can use this day very much to be part of what they're about. So it appeals to patient groups. It can be a government, as you said, it can be a government. It could be a combination of cancer organisations possibly getting together for the first time to say, let's make this different for us. I know, for example, in the UK, Cancer Research UK reached out to a number of other organisations and said, let's use this day to raise money for cancer research. And it's been tremendously successful. The first time they've worked collectively on fundraising for a particular issue. So I think, through the website and reaching out to organisations in your own country who are involved in cancer, there's a lot that we can learn from previous years that we can adapt and use for next year. And I would say that it doesn't matter how big the event is, it doesn't matter what you do on the day. You could do a simple sign, and I will be doing a sign once I'm taught how to use Twitter. I will do a Twitter sign, but it could be an individual thing, it could be with your children. We ran campaigns in the past about holding hands, and we have photos coming through of mothers holding the hand of their loved one who was in hospital with cancer and hopefully surviving the treatment and becoming, a grandmother to the daughters and the granddaughters and the grandchildren. So it could be something very personal within your family, or it could be something within a corporate. So I love when I see big companies take the day and use it as part of their commitment to their own staff, making available information about the use of tobacco and the impact that has on your health more generally, but specifically on cancer. Or it could be making information available on cancer so some of those myths and misconceptions can be blown away. There's always the storyline going around that we still haven't found a cure for cancer. But the truth is 70% of people survive cancer in many countries around the world. So there are cures, and people do survive and go on to have extremely long lives and enjoy their life with their families and their friends. So there's lots of things that we can do at a corporate level which will help get the message out about cancer control and about prevention and the risk factors. So I'm looking forward next year to see more companies involved in using that day to reach out to their own communities, whether it's their clients, it's their customers or their staff, and talk about a subject matter which affects everyone, absolutely everyone. So there's no one in this world who's not been affected by cancer because it affects so many people. So I'm really looking forward to next year, Tui. I think it's going to be another great campaign. I'll be sitting there waiting for the interview requests coming through at 4 in the morning and 2 in the morning around the world. But it's such an important day for our community. As you said earlier, I think someone said, it's a great day when it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you have a passion for cancer, addressing cancer, and hopefully resolving it over time, this is the day when we hold hands on social media. We hold hands with journalists, we hold hands with the government officials, with health ministers. We hold hands and say, this disease is something that we can address. And with a positive spirit, I know we can do something. So it'll be a great day, Georgia.
Well, thank you very much, Terry, for those final words. Before we do wrap up, we do want to acknowledge some of our partners and some of the members of our advisory group who have been with us by shaping 2018 campaign. We've been holding hands with them throughout the past few months and shaping the 2018 World Cancer Day campaign. So huge thanks to the organizations that have been part of the advisory group. And of course, many of these initiatives and the materials would not be possible and freely downloadable if it wasn't for the financial backing and support of our sponsors. So I'd like to thank them here today. Thank you very much to Boehringer Ingelheim, Bristol Myers Squibb, Merck, the Movember Foundation, MSD, Amgen, Pfizer, and Roche. Thank you to you all. So I just wanted to thank everybody here today on the panel, and also thank you to you all for tuning in for our first Facebook Live event. I don't think we have any more questions, but we do have a final comment from Pilar, who says it's a wonderful initiative, well done, and happy to support in all we can. So thank you very much for supporting World Cancer Day. We can't wait to see what you do with World Cancer Day in 2018.